Why, hello there, fellow students of the Stalwart School. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Mind Over Magic, Episode 11, Volatility of Power. How many people are dancing? The other thing is this might not be a room. It needs to be in a recreation room. So I think we have 6 people dancing, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right now. But because this is not a room, it won't count. So there's a few different things that I could do for that. Is I could move into the mess hall. I think the mess hall can accommodate recreation, but let me check. Mess hall. 2 or more dining room tables, but that's the only requirement. So yes, I could move it hypothetically into the mess hall if there's space. So let's check on that. So select the Enchantavones. It's a tight fit, but I think it will work. Well, I'll move the mana lamp out of there for now. So that there's... so the things will fit. And this is just for Kai's trial. And we might not get it this time around because, like, people are in the middle of recreating and I'm sort of canceling the party and moving it. But we'll see. Oh, shield, what happened there? I wanted you to move the Enchantavone. So now I think we're set up in a situation where Kai's dance with friends can be fulfilled tomorrow. Nice. We got a lot more stone mining done. And it wouldn't be a bad idea to take advantage of the perform better in battle for, you know, clearing out that dungeon. I meant to copy and paste these settings into these chests, but I forgot to do that, so I'm just going to have to do that as I make them. Because there's some things I don't want to pick up, like tree seeds, because you don't need 1,000 tree seeds. You need them like once ever. So these shadow nuts that I dumped on the ground, I'm just going to move them outside so the rain can destroy them. Oh, we have an animus crystal that just appeared from the fog. Yeah, I don't need to take that fight, though. How's our progress? Decent. Already did 2 of the killing blows. We haven't gotten the Great Day. What am I missing for that? Recreation. So I might need to schedule in some extra recreation to get Pascal to have a great day. Yeah, I could move this into the mana font room too. I know it's not blocking anyone, as you can see. The pathing is fine, so I'll just leave it there for now. Let's hope that their scheduled recreation gives Kai the bonus of 2 Enchantavones. So that's kicking off in just a second here. There's 2, 3, 4. Come on, everyone, dance. All right, I think we have enough people. So I think what's ending and happening is it needs to be a recreation room. This is a dining room. So if I want to do that, I am going to need a conservatory. So a conservatory has to be lofted and skewed. So what I could do is, yeah, that's actually not too hard to fulfill. I'm going to temporarily turn this room here into a conservatory so that I can fulfill those requirements. Because for these plants to grow, all I would need to do is to stick in some windows to let in the sunlight. So we can turn a greenhouse into a conservatory temporarily. Now, there might be a case where there's like a physical lack of floor space, but I can destroy the gutberry planters, at least for now, to fulfill that. But having a permanent conservatory is not a bad idea because it does add +5 conviction to anyone that dances in it, which until I have a house commons or commons room is useful for both students and faculty. So, to that end, I am going to make a conservatory. It also needs luxury, but that's easy to come by. I'm not too worried about the luxury requirement. You can plop a bunch of solemn pedestals, which is 5 luxury each, or move the these visionary occult rugs, which are 5 each, as you can see. And the rugs that I have right now aren't doing anything. They're not actually benefiting the rooms that they're installed in, so I can move them into the conservatory and it's fine. Pascal is starving because you don't have anything to eat. Why not? Student meals should be a little anything. Oh, you're going to eat now. Okay. Upfer, thank you for the gifted subs. Cheers. Oh, thunderstorm is incoming. Shoot. I was so close to having the lightning rods done. Actually, not that close. But, man, the fact that lightning is coming right before I have the rods done is just, like, painful. So what I could do is I could set research to a very high priority to try to get it done to time, but I don't think it will be done to time anyway. I do, however, want to build over the enchantophones. So lock. Stop what you're doing, which is to say stop teaching. Okay, maybe, no, keep teaching. There we go. Drake was starting to build. Because the rain alone will start to destroy these enchantophones. In fact, given that a storm is coming, I'm going to move these enchantophones back into the basement so that they can't get damaged by rain when inevitably it rains on them. I'd rather have an empty room act as a buffer against the rain than have a bunch of damaged enchantophones. And Nikolai is all set to graduate with honors. Okay. Bye-bye, Nikolai. 21 adept scrolls. That's quite a lot. Kai is having, our Raven cultist is having a bit of a crisis here. In about 2 days, or a day, well, those two things will cancel each other out. He's craving recreation, so one thing I could do is to schedule even more recreation into their schedules. So we'll do, for students, we'll do triple recreate, with a task in the middle. Okay, that enchantavone is getting damaged, so what the hell, move it. And store the wood. Oh, great. Lightning storm and a rift of a chest smasher. Oh, boy. Okay, priority. Repair. Emergency, construct emergency. And let's deal with the rift first. So the Wolfkins are still performing better. I'm going to still send Pascal into this fight because he needs a killing blow. and we're rallying to it now. I don't get a break? Yeah, I know. This is an easier fight, though, at least. It's, I should be able to armor most of it. And Pascal just needs one killing blow, so and is higher level, so is a little bit more powerful than before. Cool. I only took 15 damage there. It's not bad. That's within killing blow territory, so I will attack the other one. Because here's Pascal with the killing blow. Would it make sense to put Kai up for more recreation because he's the only one because he's special? Actually, Pascal has a requirement to have a perfect day, which also requires more recreation. So while, yes, normally I would agree, in this case, they all need to, both of them need to recreate. And at that point, might as well just have them all recreate a little bit more. If like half the students require it. And done. Didn't take too much damage. Got cleared. Easy peasy. Let's go ahead and move these potions, though, before the rain destroys them. So now Pascal's trial for Warrior Spirit is done. And he gets even more speed and even more power. So his power's up to 15, speed's up to 15. I'm trying my damnedest to try to keep the roof on before, see this bed is getting destroyed? Before the bed goes poof. In fact, the floor going poof here just removed access to it to get to that room. So Cathanon just slept on the floor because he physically can't even get to his bedroom. This is how annoying the lightning is. Kai is having a straight-up mental break. So this is... You know how I made the argument of, keeping Kai because he's level 1 versus not keeping Kai because he's going to be a fuss-puss? He is super fussy right now and is in mental break territory as a result. So it might actually be an instance where you get to see mental breaks for the first time. Also, we have Croa eating our crops. So, yeah, I'm just going to keep the red light on because we are in a state of permanent emergency, it seems. So thanks, game. So the Croa are scared off by people, but they will constantly try to eat your crops if left unhunted or unwarded. There are ways to ward them away that I'll get into once we get that research. But until I get the research, not point in talking about. All right. So Kath, you have a bedroom now. So this is lofted and... Oh, this isn't skewed. All right, I'm going to have to change the roof line, but I'm going to do that after the lightning's done. And Kai is running away. His mental break is he ran in from the fog and he is going back to the fog. Bye, Kai. Enjoy the fog. So you're about to see what ends up happening when that happens. He doesn't actually run away. He gets captured. And it's a level 3 battle. And there's no way I'm going to win that. There's just not. I could save Scum. I'll ask you. Should I attempt to win the 3 skull battle and potentially save Scum, or just let Kai go? Let him go means having him essentially just yell. He made his choice. He knows what he did. But I'll have you guys vote for 2.5 minutes. So that is a perfect... exactly the reason I said Raven cultists aren't worth keeping unless they're going to be used in battle. Dark mages aren't really used in battle. So because of the conviction losses of being a Raven cultist, they're generally not worth keeping around unless you intend to actually field them in battle. So, case in point, you got to see it in practice, which is very useful because I literally said that that would happen, and then it did. So I have 10 hours to potentially save him. Do you have a medallion? Okay. Who has a medallion for charging? Pascal does. The other thing I might be able to do, just to protect a little bit from the lightning, is like... Oh, it's unsupported. Oh, it's unsupported because we lost this floor. It will be supported in a second. It's just to build a roof over as like a sacrificial roof that just gets hit by lightning to protect the floor below it. It's not a terrible idea to have sacrificial roofs in that for that reason. So keeping ravens happy is really, really, really easy once, for students that is, once you have a house commons and decent food. Then it's like a breeze. But if you don't have a house commons, to give them 50 conviction for sleeping and dining, and 10 conviction for, or 25 for sleeping and dining each, up to 50, and then 10 for recreation, they are just a pain in your butt and very difficult to keep happy as a result. Just the way it is. Alright, so the lightning storm is over. That's good. That means I can do construct, normal, repair, normal, as we're not being assaulted. Probably worth getting the rooms that are supposed to be rooms back as rooms, and also fixing this roof so it's skewed. Alright, letting him go. He made his choice. Should I then summon in a gifted dark arts student to replace him? The concept was he was going to be able to make quilted beasts for us, so if he's gone, do we want a different one? Paul's over there. There is a conviction penalty for having a student, you know, disappear into the fog like this, being trapped in a crystal. But you guys voted not to save him, so I'm not going to save him. Also, because we just had a thunderstorm, I'm not going to do high priority research, because the chance of another thunderstorm coming is very, very low. So, we don't need to rush it. I would rather have the constructions done. Alright, so we wanted skewed ceilings, so let's do that. That will definitely be skewed. Don't even bother with that. In fact, don't build this yet. Build this wall first. Alright, he's at death's door. And will die unless he gets revived. So, we can still rescue him. Or we can let him go. Let me pull on that instead. Should we rescue him instead? I've had it in the past where, like, they're dead, but I guess this is a different result. We're gonna do a flash poll because he dies really quickly. So what I'll do at the very least is get him in a bed. Do I have... Alright, I don't have wormweed pods, so I need Cathanon to go harvest one real quick, because this is like a time trial of sorts. And unlike normal, so his needs are fulfilled as a result of that, like, critical break, but there isn't like a catharsis that they get like RimWorld might have. So if it happens once, it's likely to happen again, is I guess what I'm trying to say. But you guys do want to rescue him. Okay. So we'll continue with him. Let's see what I can do. Oh, he's in the wrong bed. Okay, there we go. Go for it, shield. I forgot that Locke is still wounded from the last fight. Pascal is having a possible break risk. So again, it's conviction. So that is why I have the priority of super high priority recreation. Ryan is done. Yeah, I'm just gonna graduate him. Let's get him out of here. No medallions were done. That's fine. So now we have a lofted and skewed, and the conservatory needs to be lofted and skewed. So this is lofted and skewed, so this is a potential conservatory room. So I'm not going to be able to benefit it now, but tomorrow I'll be able to benefit from having that. And before everyone goes to sleep, let's repel. This will add 5 more conviction to anyone that uses the room, and then also fulfill Kai's dancing with friends, because we have 6 people that can dance, and he needs 6. It can be staff or student, so we still have the necessary amount of students for that. So the volatile modifier, what is that? The more powerful a mage is, and I went over this last stream, but the more powerful the mage is, meaning level 1 wands, level 2 wands, level 3 wands, the more mental penalties they have. It's kind of like psychic sensitivity in RimWorld. So here, because Kai and Pascal have very powerful wands, they're more attuned to the magical stability. Basically, they have a permanent minus 20 conviction as a result. Whereas Oswald only has a level 1 wand, so he does not have any penalties at all. So there's a penalty for having powerful mages, which is that they just suffer, essentially. So in order for this to become a conservatory, it needs 17 more luxury. So let's go ahead and work on that by moving the cult rugs. So that's 5, 10, and then if I put in 3 solemn pedestals, that will be enough. So that's, in fact, I'll arrange the cult rugs to look a little nicer. So that's the high level wands and the conviction penalties you get from volatile is a real driver to work towards house commons and private dining room, or mangers, and the bed chambers. Because if you don't have really nice dining rooms and bedrooms to offset those penalties are going to plague you. So that's what drives you to it. If you want powerful mages, you have to provide them powerful benefits in the form of nicer meals, nicer bedrooms, nicer dining rooms, you know, because if you don't, you're screwed. The TLDR. So this is all the luxury needed for a conservatory. Oh, and look, Kai's back at it. Now some of that I can fix with rejuvenation potions, so I will do that. It's expensive, but he's in pain as a result of being basically beaten up by the crystal. So I'll have him suck down a bunch of rejuvenation potions, which is annoying, but that will give him 10 more conviction because he won't be in pain anymore. Can we just graduate him sometime soon? No. You cannot graduate a student that isn't fully trained. You can eject them, expel them, but that comes with penalties to your faculty, your staff, because they had failed a student. So it's only really useful to be done in an emergency, and I wouldn't say it's an emergency yet. He's a bit of a nuisance, but, you know, we can still sort of manage him. And here's our conservatory. It got done in time. So anyone... Oh, I guess we don't even know that last... Yeah, I'm not going to assemble that. Oh, I hear... Oh, rats dying. So all staff and students are supposed to be here right now, but that might not be the case if they're fully recreated. Like in the case of Kai, who's fully recreated. So we still have not... I built a conservatory for him, and he still hasn't gotten Dancing with Friends. Okay. Do trials, clear dungeons, and let's get back to that water wand that we were set to make. I'm actually going to take the reins here. Because we don't really intend to keep any of these water, it's cheaper to make fire wands. So I'm going to make 3 fire wands just to summon in from some basic fire students to run them through the training. Because I'd rather do cheap wands than expensive ones, and water wands require gut berries, so they're more expensive as a result. Another thing I might want to consider is a scullery is not allowed to have crafting stations. So what I might want to do is to plant food in the scullery, or plants in the scullery. Because what I could do is I could add a window in here and then have, like, gut berries growing in there. Because I got rid of our garden, so essentially putting the garden back. And Oswald is fully trained. If I wait a little bit longer, and he uses the mess hall twice, he gets another medallion, so it might be worth him sticking around unless he has a mental break, or is heading towards a mental break. It's possible to have so much really beneficial infrastructure in your school that fully trained students you can just keep indefinitely because they're happy even if they're not learning anything, to use them for, like, beast care and whatnot. Because if you don't need the adept scrolls for summoning gifting students, then keeping some students just for the hauling, cleaning, repairing, plant tending, lantern charging, those kind of tasks, and primarily beast care, of course, might be of a benefit. I could also put them in the staircase. The problem is there's not a lot of room in the staircase. It would be a path blocker very, very quickly. The other reason is the gut berries are used in a kitchen, so planting gut berries where they're used is useful. Then the hauling distance is like 1 foot rather than across town, you know? So what I could do is I could put gut berries there, right where they're being used. And then I could do the ice flowers back here. I will need to disintegrate the red brazier and put in windows. That could work. Kai is having another break risk. Taking a look. Not much I could do. Although he might get 6 dancing at once. We're at what, 4? 5? Who's missing? Locke's up there, Cathanon's up there, Drake's up there, Oswald, Pascal, Kai, there. Wait. Yeah, there it goes. Got it. So now he'll recreate twice as fast. If I go another day in a row without him craving recreation, he does get a base 2.5 conviction, which will help him be a little bit more mentally stable. To keep him from going bonkers, but I don't. It might. Oh, he just got it, actually. So now he has a permanent 2.5 conviction here. Bonus. So, he's becoming a little bit easier to manage. He's not easy, but he's becoming easier. Boro, thank you for the resub, and welcome. Welcome, welcome. Oh, a Spectral Rift. I'm going to let people sleep because I have 4 hours before this thing starts dumping a messy meddler on me. I'd rather have people sleep. Pascal is getting pretty close to being fully trained. He's 1 point in lightning away and 1 point in air away. And the reason I mention this is once they're fully trained, they will start suffering penalties unless they're completing medallions. So working towards his great day is going to be really important. Because that is a beneficial one, and also working towards his charger. Charger is pretty easy to do. So the ones I really want is his Great Day and Charger, because this is 10 power and this is 4 power and 4 speed. This one I couldn't really care about, plus I don't have a common room, so it's not a big deal. And then this one only gives him conviction when he harvests and chops. Again, not a big deal. It's a lot of conviction, but it's going to be very difficult to do 75 refining beasts within a reasonable time frame. All right, we have 1 hour left on that. Alright, so here's the Messy Meddler, and it's going to go around messing everything up, so I want to fight it before it ruins the base a bit. And we'll go with 4 Rejuvenation Potions, sending Pascal into fight, because he probably does the most damage. Because he's a slightly higher level, he now has Bolt level 2, which does more damage, and also Slowing Strike, which does damage and greatly reduces the speed of the enemy. And then when he gets to level 5, he'll have Bolt level 3. So he'll be even doing more damage. So you can see this Messy Meddler dumping Spectral Slime everywhere. And that lowers the luxury of the room as a result. So it could, if it meddled with the conservatory, it could actually make the conservatory not luxurious enough to actually be a conservatory, which would be a real penalty. Here we go. .48, and as you can see, 40. So he's doing damage on quite a bit of damage now. He already has all his killing blows, so I don't really need to worry about that. Mana Burst is a human trait, which they get a cast for free. Ooh, crit. Nice. There, I am going to smash this time because I have enough armor to deflect the chest smasher's next attack. And it's dead. Only used one potion, nobody's wounded. That's a pretty good result of a fight. Because Wolf can still perform better. Oswald did just get his dining room medallion. So now that he has that, I can graduate him. I was waiting until he had the medallion because he's just worth more with more medallions fulfilled. So that means let's make 4 fire wands. So Cathodon, you're going to be a busy dude. Fire wands are... The reason I picked fire wands is they're just made with wood, which makes them extremely easy to just craft a whole bunch of because they don't have other reagents. And wood is a very easy material to come by. Just cut down some trees and you have wood. So that's why I went with fire wands. So you can mass produce them at low cost. All right, Pascal. We're still working on your great day. And for that, I just need you to be very well recreated. So in order to get that done, this is the schedule for today. It's a little insane, but I'm trying to min-max your medallions. So that's what your day looks like. You're just going to be dancing a whole lot. And that's, it's just easier for me to apply that for all students. Because Kai is, you know, he's on the brink of mental break, so it helps him too. So I'll summon in the fire students eventually. I'm not going to do it right now because I want to focus on their medallions. So Kai also wants to be solo learner. Actually, you know what? I take that back. Kai, I'm going to do a custom schedule here for Kai to do a lot of recreation in the morning. And then have a lesson. So that he can solo learn. Because that's one of his medallions. So they're on different schedules for their different needs. And I have all 4 fire wands. I'll probably summon in 1 gifted fire student. Because it's possible that gifted fire students are going to be better than Bored Drake. And we'll be able to retire Bored Drake. Because Bored Drake is a non-gifted fire wand level 1. And a gifted fire wand level 1 will have a fire skill of 4 at least. Rather than a Bored Drake's fire level 3. So there's a chance to have a better fire mage to retire him as a result. So I might, as long as I have the adept scrolls, it might be worth it. Thank you for tuning in to Mind Over Magic, which originally streamed live on Twitch April 2nd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow mages.